Good afternoon all. Well, welcome to our longer weekly practice. I'm thinking all about spring today. The weather's been so lovely, all the new growth everywhere, all the new leaves on the trees, all the beautiful flowers. It really compensates, doesn't it, for these strange days. So spring is my favourite time of the year. It can also be a difficult time. A lot of change going on. And we can feel quite tired. And especially with what's happening at the moment, that can add to it. So I'm thinking of a little bit of an energising practice. Twists and lateral stretches, side bends. Twists are very energising and good to support our breathing. Side bends open the ribs as well. When we've got tight ribs, our breathing is obviously a lot more restricted, and in lateral stretches we stretch out the muscles between the ribs, the intercostal muscles, and that helps our posture. It helps to relieve any tension in the neck and shoulders too. We don't bend to the sides enough in everyday life, usually only in our yoga practice. And apart from that, these practices, the twists particularly help our digestive organs to maintain a healthy digestive system. And the lateral and side bends and stretching through the inner and outer thighs are very beneficial for the gallbladder and liver. The meridian lines to support these organs run down the sides of the body. So we're working with that, and sometimes the liver can be a bit sluggish this time of the year, the digestive system a bit out of sorts, so that's what we're doing. So enough of me talking, just come and take some time to settle, shut your eyes, check in with your breath. So relaxed breathing, no effort. Forehead smooth, eyes gently relaxed, jaw relaxed. And sometimes the breath's a bit shallow or a bit rapid when we start, but it will settle. Make this time for you. If you've only got 1 hour or so today, make it this one. And take time to think what you need from this practice, what you personally need for you. Set your intention. Yes, and then bring yourself back, and we'll do a few breaths together to start the practice. We're going to breathe in nice and long and slow, retain the in-breath for 5 and breathe out nice and long and slow. Let's do 5 breaths. Breathing in and retain the breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out nice and slow and completely, navel to spine, and pause. Breathing in again. Breathe right up into the top of the chest, into the back, and pause. And count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it all go. A nice long, slow out breath. Draw the navel in, squeeze the breath out. And pause. Breathing in. And pause. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it all go. Nice and smooth and long. Relax the shoulders. Just 2 more, I reckon. Breathing in a bit deeper now. Right up into the collarbone area between the shoulders. Retain the breath and pause. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it all go. Belly draws in, diaphragm lifts, compresses the lungs to squeeze the stale air out. And one more. Breathing in a bit deeper now. Right up in between the shoulders. And pause. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it all go completely nice and long and slow. And pause with the breath out. Well done. Relax the shoulders. Start to give them a little bit of a wiggle here. So the element for spring is the wood element in the Chinese system, the Chinese energy system. So connected to new growth, new beginnings, sometimes having to change things, so very appropriate for these days. We'll start our physical practice now. Lovely. And thinking about your neck, because sometimes we can be a bit tense, a bit stiff in the neck. So some nice big circles here. Let your head feel heavy. Getting into what I call the nitty gritty. Anywhere that's a bit tight, a bit stuck, and go the other way. Oh, well done. Shoulders are relaxed. And then come up, sit nice and still. Take your right hand down and take a nice big stretch all the way through the left side. Push down with your left foot. You've got to really lengthen. You can have the palm up, left palm up or down, and we can make some space. So start to spin your ribs, your chest towards the left if it's right for you, and look up and just breathe. We get quite stuck in the waist, don't we? And if you think about it, we never ever stretch to open up the ribs, do we? So breathing into the left lung, making space and a wee bit more. And well done. Let's go straight to the other side and lengthen. Have the palm down or up, it doesn't matter. Keep the shoulders soft. Lengthen out the waist. Make sure there's room between the neck and the shoulders. A little bit of bend in that left elbow if you want. And you can look up or not, it doesn't matter. So stretching out those muscles between the ribs, they're called the intercostal muscles. And that helps us to take a more effective breath. When the intercostal muscles are tight, that can affect our posture quite significantly. It can cause a lot of tension in the neck and shoulders. Come on, let's do a few shoulder rolls. Good, and the other way. Well done. I'm just going to move my candle out the way to the side. It's getting a bit warmer now. A few seated cats. Put your hands on your knees. And as you breathe in, lift the chest and come forward. Roll the shoulders back, just like you're in the up cat or cow. And as you breathe out, round the back, tuck the chin in, draw the belly in. Good. Let's come again. Breathing in, lengthen out the waist. And exhale, squeeze the breath out. Chin in, belly in, round the back. So let's get a nice flow with our practice. This is the in-breath. Lift the chest, fold from the hips. That's it, lovely. Either with me or in your own time. So really lengthening the spine out of the pelvis. And then flexing the spine, feeling that space between the shoulders for this one and one more. Well done. Good. Then slowly come up. Give your legs a nice big stretch out. Slide off any block or support if you need to. Take your hands down and we'll circle. Inhale back, exhale forward. I'm just moving out of the waist, trying to keep the legs as still as possible. And all of the spine is taking part. Feel the resonance of the movement through all of your spine. Into the shoulders, into the back of the neck, anywhere that feels a bit icky. And you can start to work opposite shoulder to opposite thigh, and again. Just moving from the hips and go the other way. Can you make the circles even bigger? It's a bit like the stirring the pot one without the spoon. And then come to the centre. Make sure you're not giddy. Do you remember which foot you had in front? Try to cross the legs the opposite way. I'm going to take a little bit of support under my sitting bones. It helps me. It's totally up to you whether you have a cushion or a block or not. And you're going to lift up all the way through the left side, making space. Left hand cups right knee, right fingertips behind you. 5 nice deep breaths. So you're going to inhale nice and tall. Exhale, squeeze the belly and come round a bit further. Inhale tall, exhale, the ribs are coming round. Breathe in, breathe out then the chest. Breathe in, breathe out the shoulder. And finally, to take the head round, maybe tuck your chin in and roll the head back a bit. Then there's no pressure on the neck. Let's take a couple more breaths. So I'm maybe pushing against that knee, that right knee, or to push you around a bit more. So you've got this lovely sort of spiral from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. Well done. Come back to the centre. And then put the left foot on the mat so you're like this, all right? Reach up again with the right arm and place fingertips very lightly behind the spine. Reach up through the left arm, and then this left arm can act as a bit of a lever to push against the inner leg, the inner knee, as we breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, grow tall, and breathe out. A few more breaths in your twist. See if you can get round a wee bit further this time. Give the belly an extra squeeze. Really good for your digestive organs. Good to tone the liver. Relax your neck. And one more breath. Breathing in and out. Come to the centre. Straighten the left leg. So you can either sit on your block or just slide your bum off. Draw your belly over your thigh, and we're going to come into January Shavasana. You're going to reach. And how far can you reach? Like you've got to reach for something past your foot. And again, maybe a little back bend here. So we're moving from the hips with these forward bends. And it's the length through the front of the body and the sides of the body that we're working on. We're not rounding the back. And my gaze is over my toes here. One more. Depending on what time of day it is, you're always less flexible in the morning. So it depends when you do this. This is perfect. You can push your hands into the mat and you can come forward. You might need to bend the knee a bit. Some might have a strap to hand. It's always good to have a strap, a block with you, or a cushion, or some props if you need one. A simple tie will do. Some of you have a stronger practice and you can interlink the fingers and you can push against the sole of the foot to open the knee up a bit, but don't lock the knee. Some might even do double binds. Let's take a few nice deep breaths here. Breathe in, lengthen the spine, and breathe out, invite the hips to relax. So As with forward bends, always I'm moving from the hips, back to nice and flat. Chest is leading, gaze over the toes, and the spine's just coming for the ride. Doesn't have a lot to do. Feel it lengthening, feel the space you're making. Let's take 2 more breaths, breathing in and exhaling. And 1 more, and letting go. Well done. Come up, relax the shoulders. You can do a few little circles if you need to. My shoulders feel a wee bit tight today. I don't know why. Well done. So other side, can you remember which foot was on top? Don't worry if you can't. Sit comfortably, exactly the same. Reach up all the way through the left side. Cut the left knee with the right hand. So hips are squared off. We've moved from the waist to the knees twist. You breathe in tall. As you breathe out, draw the tummy in. The in-breath and the out-breath as the ribs come round. Exhaling the chest round. As you roll the left shoulder back, and then we tuck the chin in and just look behind you. So go gently with the neck. Maybe push on the knee and see if you can make this a bit more juicy. But remember, are you sitting up beautifully straight? Are your fingertips just lightly behind you? Roll the shoulder back. Good. 1 more breath. Breathing in and out. Brilliant. Come to the front slowly and put the right foot on the floor. I'm mirroring you, by the way. Sit beautifully tall. Reach up through the left side. Take the left hand back. Bend the right elbow. Use it as a bit of leverage as you breathe in and you breathe out. We come round in our twist, giving the belly a nice twist. Just imagine your tummy coming all the way past your thigh, then your ribs, then your chest, then your shoulder. So we're moving the spine always today. The spine's not used to twisting or lateral stretching or even back bending. All we do is go forward, working towards a lovely healthy spine. A couple more. Nice energetic breaths, breathing in energy and feeling that energy spreading all the way through you. Breathing in energy and spreading that energy all the way through to recharge you, revitalise you. And well done. Straighten the right leg. Nice and active if you like, with the foot flexed, so we get a good stretch up the back of the leg, up the hamstring. But if not, the knee can be a bit soft. Check you're comfy. And you know, I meant to say last time, if this isn't right, if you can always straighten out the other leg, you can always put a support there. Do remember to adjust to suit you. Lift your bum up so your tummy's over your thigh, and we're going to reach. Moving from the hips. Get a nice lift through the chest. Feel that length and reach, just like you've got to reach something in front of your foot. You've got it, or you chuck it away behind you. And again. That's it. 1 more. Keep the shoulders back. How far can you reach? Like I've got you by the fingers and I'm pulling you forward. You might just come to here. It's perfect. This is a perfect forward bend. You know, it's best to get the shape right, and then with practice you go deeper. Because, or straps, this yoga is only practice, I promise you. If you like it, and you can't do any exercise or any activity you don't like, so if you don't like it, do something else. But if you do like it, you know, just try to get in 10 minutes a day. And I hear people say to me, oh, I can't do yoga, I'm not flexible. But you won't be till you try, will you? It's like saying, I can't eat my dinner because I'm too hungry. So letting go into that left hip. Breathing in, lengthen the spine, breathe out, relax the hips. Draw your tummy in. I'm working my ribs. Oh, my ribs, my right rib over my right thigh, my chin towards my shin. That's the direction. And as my teacher always said, it's only every direction. And one more breath, breathing in and out, and well done. So I think we need a good old down dog stretch from here. So you could cross the ankles and you could just come over, or however really. I'm going to be sideways on so you can see me, but you don't need to move. You stay where you are. Tuck your toes under, lift your knees. Draw the chest towards the thighs, press your hands down. And you could take a slow walk. You could breathe in, bend one knee, breathe out, hold. Breathe in, bend the other knee, breathe out, hold. Keep the neck long. You might breathe in and you might sigh the breath out. If it's one of those days, you know, sometimes I don't feel like doing my yoga practice. Sometimes I feel a bit yuck and think, oh, I can't be bothered. Sooner sit in bed and eat chocolates. But, you know, once you get going, you do feel a lot better afterwards, even if it's just a short practice. And I do understand that it can be really quite hard to get motivated, can't it, on your own at home? So thank you so much for watching. Well done. Come onto your hands and knees. Take your knees nice and wide apart if it's right for you. Stick your bum back towards your heels. Some of you might just bend the elbows and take them back inner thighs and make a little pillow to rest your forehead on. That's nice, actually. And you can breathe into your back. And you can relax your hips and let go. If you're up for stronger stuff, you can create the fingers forward. Drop the chest towards the mat and the forehead. Some of you might even be up on fingertips and lift under the armpits. I quite like to hold the edges of my mat and sort of just pull myself along a bit and make more space through the sides of the body. And you might even get chest chin down if you've got a stronger practice. Well done. So be happy with wherever you are. And it's always breathe in, lengthening the spine, and breathe out, allowing the hips to soften. You might take the knees a wee bit further apart here. You might have a wiggle. Letting go. Couple more breaths. Breathing in and out, letting go. Breathing in and breathing out completely. Come up slowly. So often when we're doing our practice, down dogs, if you're preparing for handstand and practices like that, I must admit I don't really ever teach handstand because basically I'm not very good at it. And I think because I'm getting older, I don't seem to have the strength anymore. So just sit back a moment like you were. Stay like you were, like this. And we just turn our fingers around to face our bodies. So you've got your wrists here. Can you see? And this is a sort of love or hate one, really. I don't mind it now. Swing back, just rock backwards and forwards a bit. Good. Really, really good to strengthen your wrists. Really beneficial. And as we get older, we can suffer a lot arthritic hands and wrists and fingers. I'm just beginning to notice my body's changing a little bit now I'm in my late 60s. But my practice does help. Good. So let's hold it a wee bit longer. And I think sometimes it gets easier when you hold these a bit longer. It's absolutely excruciating. Do come out of it. But you know, a lot of people first start having these wrist problems when they first start doing yoga and practicing the down dogs, and they do tell me that after they've been, you know, practicing a few months, it does ease off. They do get stronger. Yoga is very strengthening, as well as having, you know, keeping you flexible. We need that balance. So you can do a couple more breaths. You can rock a bit if you like, or you can come back. Oh, well done. Let's ease out. Just gently. Wiggle the fingers. Oh. whatever you need. Well done. Let's sprinkle some stardust. And see if you can shake the wobbly bits. And I don't know about you, it's other ladies, but whatever I seem to do, I still have these wobbly bingo wings to shake. You can only do your best though, can't you? So hopefully that feels a bit better. And we're going to come up and stand up again. So just flip over, tabletop, tuck the toes under, lift the knees, draw the ribs towards the thighs, lengthen the neck, come up on tippy toe, and then gently ease the heels down towards the mat, stretching out through the back of the legs. And you might still want to take a walk, you might want to rise up and down. Feel the space you're making through the sides of your body in this symmetrical pose. And then when I'm talking like this, I get my necklace stuck in my mouth. And a few more breaths. So as you push your hands down, lift your tailbone more. Feel the length through the spine. Let's take a little walk on the spot. And you're going to take little baby steps up to the top of the mat. Take time, feel the mat beneath your feet, feel the texture of the mat, feel the earth. We rush through life so quickly, don't we? Come up really slowly, standing. Well, it seems to me, in these strange times that it's a bit sad really. Some people have too much to do. I feel so sorry for people who are managing homeschooling children alongside their own work. And some people, key workers are doing so well. And some people don't have enough and they're bored. It seems to be one thing or another, doesn't it? So stand at the top of your mat, lift your toes up and spread them out. Feel the earth beneath your feet and take your hands to your heart. We'll do 3 little salutes here. So stand beautifully tall, tuck the tailbone under. Check your hips are over your ankles. Shoulders are over your hips, the chest is leading. And we'll breathe in and we'll grow tall. Exhale, take a seat. Inhale, offer out and to the earth. Fingers by the toes, look up, fold deeper, bend the knees, squeeze the knees and thighs together, and up you come. Hands meet in the heart at a prayer. There's 2 more of these. So rooting down and extending, grow tall. Chair's got a wee bit lower. And you offer, and you greet the earth. Come up, hinge from the hips, fold, and up you come. Exhale. Says 1 more. So remember to use the breath. It's the very essence of your yoga practice. Come forward to the earth. Look up. We're going to step back into plank. So thinking about strength. You can do a full plank or you can take knees down, do baby plank if you like. But no coming into down dog. No valleying in the centre. Push your heels away. So draw your hip points towards each other. That's going to firm up your tummy muscles. Press your hands down, broaden the shoulders. Look at the floor in front of you. You've got this lovely line from the crown of the head to the heels. Let's do 3 more breaths. Breathing in and out, and in and out, and in and out. You can bring the knees down or you can take the shoulders over the wrists, elbows in, all the way down. Well done. Either come into Sphinx and hold that, or press your hands down and come into your version of Cobra. And we'll just rock from side to side. Look over the opposite shoulder. That's it, just gently. Well done. Come down, Take your hands on your shoulders, take a big stretch back. Feel the length through your back. Feel the space you've created. Come onto hands and knees, draw the chest through your heart. Put the toes under, down dog. So you're going to bend the knees a bit. Come up on tippy toes. Lift the right leg up if it's right for you. Or do this on hands and knees. Can you draw the knees through? Knee towards the chest. And help it through. Good. Tuck the left toes under and walk back a bit. Hands in the right foot. If you need padding under the back knee, do. The good thing about the video is you can always stop it. I like to have the front of the foot on the mat because it protects my knee, but if you're wobbly, that's okay. I'm just going to move from Ardha Hanuman half splits to your lunge. Good. So feel the stretch through that big front thigh muscle in the left leg, that big psoas muscle. Let's do 2 more after this. And when you come back the next time, you're going to hold it. So you can have hands in a foot, or if you're wobbly, each side of the foot. Hips are squared off. Breathe in, lengthen the spine, and breathe out. Come a little bit deeper. My gaze is over my toes here. I'm looking ahead. The shoulders are down back. The knee's soft, but I'm drawing up through the thigh. My body's in a right there. Nice deep breaths. Ardha Hanuman posture, the half splits. Let's have a little wiggle here. Just stretch it all out. Well done. Bend the knee, put the front of the foot on the mat. Take your hands on your thighs. Stack your spine on top of your pelvis. Push down on the thighs to lift higher. Firm the tummy. And come into a version of crescent moon. Crescent lunge. You can look up or not. Pinky fingers turn towards the front to slide the shoulders down the back. Nice deep energizing breaths here. Breathing in energy and spreading that energy all the way through you. If you're looking up, feel the neck lengthening out that place between the shoulders. Good. Lift the eyes, not the chin. And one more breath. Breathing in and out. Reach forward. Plant the left hand down. You may need to take something to put it on, like a cushion or a block. Take a peek behind you. What's happening behind you on the right? And then open up your wings. Nice deep breaths there. Roll the shoulder back. Some of you might want to come a bit deeper and tuck the back toes under. So don't mean this. Stay low. See if you can open up a little bit more, anything you need to do. And just feel that big thigh bone lengthening up the pelvis, surrounded by a sheath of muscles that are really working in the left leg. Beautifully strengthening. Couple more breaths. Well done. Tuck the back toes under. Let's take a big stretch out in down dog. Lengthen the neck. So you might want to take a little walk to stretch out the back of the legs after that lunge. Totally up to you. Down dog is such a gorgeous posture for making space between our vertebrae, as well as stretching out the back of the legs. And when you're ready, lift the heels off. Lift the left leg up if it's for you, or do this on your hands and knees. Draw the knee forward or help that foot through. This comes with practice. Tuck the back toes under, walk back a bit, put the front of the foot on the mat. Well done. Hands inner left leg, and we'll move. Fabulous. Let's do this one. And next time you come back, you hold it. You can stay like that. You can have a hand each side of the foot. A little wiggle, if you like. Keep the knees soft, draw up through the thigh, lengthen over that leg. So my upper body's inner left leg, shoulders are back. Breathe in, lengthen the spine and breathe out. Just draw back through that left hip. Draw the right hip forward so the hips are squared. Nice deep breaths. If you know Ujjayi breath, that subtle throaty breath, you're breathing in. And then you're constricting the throat. And it's like a... When you do that with the throat shut, you have a soft snore, or the sound of the ocean, or a Darth Vader sound. Brilliant. Put the foot on the mat, check the knees over the ankle, a nice stretch through the back right leg, and then we can lengthen. You can find our crescent moon posture. So this is a posture I nearly always include in my practice. It's so beneficial. A lovely back bend here. So many people are round shouldered, so it really opens up the shoulders and the chest. And such a good stretch through those big thigh muscles too, strengthening for the hips, the legs. See if you can sink a little bit lower. Lift your gaze if you like. So it also helps your balance. How is it? I didn't do this last time. How do you straighten that front leg? And you come a bit deeper. Good. Well done. Reach forward, plant the right hand down, take a peek behind you like being nosy, and start to draw the ribs, the chest, the shoulder round, and then you can open up, lift your heart. Some of you want to tuck the back toes under, but stay low like I'm doing. It's not lifting up like that. So a lot of people lifting up like that. Stay low. Push back through the back heel. Draw up through that right thigh. Good. So strengthening the thigh muscles there. Don't lock the knee. And you can do a little twist. You can look up or not. You take your arm over if you want. Whatever does it for you, really. That's what the practice is all about, isn't it? Just breathe. Well done. Look up, step up. Let's take 5 nice deep restorative breaths here. Make it a restful posture. You might breathe in and you might spread your fingers out. The weight's not on the wrist, it's at the base of the fingers and thumb, particularly the index finger and thumb, and you've got hardly any crease in your wrist. Draw your chest towards your thighs a bit more and lengthen your neck. It's such a beautiful stretch, isn't it? One more breath, breathing in and out completely. And come and take a little resting child. So you might need to sort of do that with your hands, or you might just rest. You might have a wiggle. Taking time to check how you're feeling, how your back feels. Come up slowly. So I've come to face you so you can see me. I'm coming out of child. Take your left hand down. Left foot in the right thigh. So we're in the sage posture. Vajrasana. Sit nice and tall. And twisting in this one. Reach up through the left side. Right fingertips behind you. Put your right hand on your left knee. You can put the palm down the back of the hands under that leg. That's quite a long way to go. You need very long arms for that. We'll start a little twist here again. Draw the belly in and see if we can come a bit further and a bit more. So I'm just going to, while I'm here, I'm just going to roll my right edge towards my right shoulder. I'm going to hang out there and drop the left shoulder. It's such a lovely stretch all the way through the left side of the neck. Good. So like a double twist, and then tuck your chin in and look towards your armpit. We'll hang out here for 5 breaths. Tuck the chin in a bit more, maybe even have a little nod. You might walk the left fingers away a bit so you get an extra yummy stretch. Let's take 3 more breaths. Well done. Come to the front. Give the shoulders a little bit of a roll there. Good. Let's take a nice lift and open up through the front of the body here. Push the thighs forward. Well done there. I'm creeping forward a bit because I'm going to come into pigeon. Look at that right leg and take it back. Tuck your toes under and lift your thigh. That's it, and then place the foot down. Just check the hips are levelled off. If you need to take a cushion and your bum on the left side, do to support you. We're really sort of working at that right front thigh and the left sitting bone being on the mat. You could have your foot tucked under your hip at the front there, or you could just take it out a little bit. That's harder, okay? Just make sure you're comfortable. Some people would bend that knee. Lift your chest, roll the shoulders back. Let's breathe in, lengthen, and breathe out, chin towards the mat. Exhale. And one more, growing the spine out the pelvis. Keep that length. So you might walk that left knee away a bit more, and we walk away and we could do 1 potato, 2 potato, or you could just come forward, or whatever you like really. Take a few breaths and let go. Stay there if it's right for you. If you've got hip problems and it's not right for you, you can always reverse this posture. I just show those of you that find this difficult. Put your left foot on your right thigh, and you can always come up and the same thing. We go this way. Otherwise you've got a nice view of my bum there. Same thing, but sort of upside down from laying down, and the back's supported and the hips are more supportive there, okay? Good. So stay there with the breath. Go gently. Feel you can play your edge. So you find somewhere that feels good, you breathe in, and as you breathe out, you let go a little bit more. And you stay there. You breathe in, you breathe out, you might go a bit further. I might need to back off a bit. So like going gently and patiently and being kind to yourself. We hold a lot of tension in our hips, both emotionally and physically, so go very gently with these postures. Couple more breaths. Breathing in and out, and well done. So we're doing something that I did with my lovely teacher, Cicely, and she always called it ballet legs. So you're going to tuck that back toe under, take a nice big stretch, lift the thigh off, that's it. And you're going to put the front of that left foot on the mat, the left shin on the mat, okay? Stay low. And then I'm going to lift up, forehead to knee, and down. Maybe I turn the other way so you can see me. I'm going to do 5. 1, 2, so the top of the foot's on the mat and the toes are pointed. That's 3. Just like a ballet dancer. It's quite strengthening for the upper body. Well done. There you are. Come onto hands and knees. So you've got a choice. You might just take a rest here, or you You might want to take another down dog in between. Do what feels right for you. If you want to take another down dog, please take one. We'll wait here a moment till you've done it. Other side. So right hand down, right foot in a left thigh. Nice straight spine. Good. Place the right fingertips very lightly behind you. Reach up with the left arm and a little bit of push as we twist. So you're breathing in tall. Breathe out, draw the belly in. See if it feels any different than the other side. The second side's often a little bit easier. So I'm bound to lift my left sitting bone up a bit, but try to push it down. Try to resist. Good. Add a bit more. And you can just drop your ear over to your shoulder, left ear towards your left shoulder, and hang out there. I'm going to creep the right fingers back a little bit more, so I get more of a yummy stretch. And I'm going to tuck the chin and look towards my armpit. This double twist, which is a really lovely one. Push on the knee to get round a bit more. Feel the belly, the ribs, the chest all coming around the shoulder, and then the chin's tucked in for this double twist. Well done, that's lovely. Take your hands down and lift up. You can lift your arm back if you like, or not. You can look up, take the arm over. 1, push the thighs forward. Feel the space you created. 3, 4. Beautiful. So you might need to sort of creep up the mat a wee bit here. I'm going to take that left leg back. Just check the hips are squared off. Drop the left hip a little bit. Take the heel away. Lift the thigh. So you've got a big stretch through that psoas muscle there. Then place the knee down. Front of the foot on the mat and look up. Remember you can do this lying down. Remember the laying down one. 1. I've got my foot tucked under me a little bit more on this side because I don't have a good right knee. So remember, it's your practice. Come down. You might reach forward. Or you might open up that knee a bit and walk away. And let go. Have a little rock if you like. So go gently. Breathing into anywhere that's a little bit tight. And inviting it to let go. Some of you are laying down like this, of course. And checking that your jaw is relaxed. Your face is relaxed. You're not holding anywhere unnecessarily. It's amazing when we start to be conscious of where we do hold unnecessarily. All that unnecessary energy. So meet any resistance with acceptance. And kind and gentle to yourself. Knowing that some days are easier than others, particularly at the moment. So a few more breaths. Let me go into anywhere that's a bit tight or a bit stuck today. Or wiggle if you want. Come up. Tuck the back toes under, get a nice stretch through the psoas muscle. Good. And turn around so you can see. You stay where you are. You're going to come up. Shin and top of the foot's on the mat. Belly dance the foot. Forehead to knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well done. Let's come up and take a down dog and stretch everything out. Tuck the toes under, so really stretch the toes out and spread them out after that. Ease the heels down. If maybe you can lift the toes up and get a good old stretch here. Stretch the balls of the feet. That's it. Spread them, give them a wiggle, spread them out. Nice, deep, nourishing breaths. I've got my lovely neroli oil again on my bracelets, and it really is sort of energising and uplifting. I think neroli is very uplifting. Which is sometimes just what we need, isn't it? Good. So you start to take a slow walk on the front, on your feet, and start to walk towards your hands. Go slowly, feel the mat, feel the texture, feel the earth, feeling grounded. You can slowly reset the spine, come up to standing. Good. So, I'm just going to do a balance, but I don't think I've got time today, so that's either a good or a bad thing, depending on you. So you're going to put your left hand on your heart, your right hand on top. Catch a wave, this is called. I'm going to breathe in, a little look to the right. Exhale, and the other way. Moving from the waist. I've done it wrong actually, so we'll have to do one more than I meant. It doesn't matter. So next time you come to your right, you're going to hold it there and you're going to open. Sorry, I have to think about this. No, I want the right leg to be leading, don't I? So I'm all right. I'm all right. We open up the left leg. Sorry, people. Bend the knee, step your left foot back. That's what I meant to do. And then you can reverse your warrior. Push down with the outer foot. Check that knees over the ankle. I've got this beautiful curve through the front of the body. See if you can make even more space through the right ribs. Well done. You can look down or up. I just love this posture. So we're going to keep the space through the right side while you straighten the right leg. Reach. Because some of you will know where we're coming. I'm actually going to turn the other way. That's better. Reach. So just take your hand to your knee or further down. Put your left hand on your waist and just draw it back a bit. Draw the left hip back, draw the shoulder back. Good. Let's wrap it round. See if you can give the inner right side a wee tickle there. Good. Some of you might be able to take the hand out a bit further. So sort of working my spine to be the third side of my triangle. Just imagine you're flat against a wall. Some people say squashed between two panes of glass, but I always think that makes me feel a bit claustrophobic. And reach up. So one lovely line between the arms. It's so hard to sort of see where your top arm is unless you've got a mirror, isn't it? Keep the knees soft, but drop through the thighs and breathe. If you've been watching the other videos, try to establish that balance of being stable and strong, but gentle and relaxed with it. So you've got lovely strong legs, strong arms, strong in breath, but soft shoulders and a relaxed out breath. If your shoulders are all right, come into the lateral stretch a wee bit more here, or you might wrap the arm round. So it's such a beneficial posture to stretch through the sides of the body, to stimulate the liver and gallbladder meridians here, and breathe. Our gallbladder meridian runs up the outer legs, the outer side of the body, the outer neck, and our liver meridians run through the inner thighs, up around the pelvis and up towards the liver and gallbladder. And then you might just sort of hang there and feel how much more space you can create. And I love this. You breathe in, you lengthen, and you breathe out, you soften. Find that heaviness. See if you can let go with the out breath. Oh, it's just like we're being stretched out, isn't it? I think Trikonasana is one of my favourite postures. As if you work with me, you'll know, because we do it rather a lot. So we're going to come up carefully, bend the front knee so you can carefully come back to your warrior two. We're not really holding it for long. We're going to breathe in, push the palms down. Breathe out, the palms come up, soften the shoulders. Let's do a few of these anyway while we're here, because shoulders might feel a wee bit icky here. Good. Palms are up this time. Leave them there. Hands come to your heart. And you're going to step to the front of the mat. And I will step round this way now so you can see me. You think after I've done this for a few weeks, I'd be used to which side, wouldn't you? So, right hand on the heart, left hand on top. Breathing in, you're opening. Left hand to the heart, to the right. Brilliant. One more to each side. Coming to the right and holding it. Bend the knees softly. Step the right foot back. Toes out, heel in. Reversing your warrior. Reverse warrior. Peaceful warrior, sun warrior, whatever you want to call it, looking up. Quite like to look back at the heels because it makes a little bit more room. The knee still stays over the ankle. I find a lot of people, when we come into this, just straighten the front leg a bit. Don't do it yet. So you get this lovely stretch through the inner thighs with these postures. Breathing into the left lung, making space. Now, straighten the left leg, but keep the knees soft. Maybe open up even more. Don't lose the leg through the underside of the body. I feel a gorgeous stretch as you reach towards the side walls from the right hip to the left fingers. Place, even if the hand's on the knee, that's perfect. It's about the shape, not about how far. You don't want to be doing this. It's a lateral stretch. Put your hand on your hip, draw the hip back. Tuck your left buttock under, draw your right hip back. And then maybe you come down a bit further, in or out, a foot or to the shin, wherever. So it's a twist, isn't it? You breathe in, you lengthen, you breathe out, the ribs, the chest, the shoulder comes back. And then we can come down and we can look up. You don't have to. Lengthen, twist. Just imagine your arms are coming from your heart, stretching from your heart centre. The shoulders are taking a holiday. They don't have to do any work. They do too much work, don't they? They hold too much. Keep that front knee soft, don't lock the knees. And then you might come over and take this delicious stretch all the way through the sides of the body. Just imagine you're reaching out through that top right hand. And then some of you might just hang and we can look up, or we can look down towards that left pinky toe. Just hanging there, let gravity take over, the weight of your body and your breath. And often get a nice little click all the way down my spine when I do this, which is a wonderful feeling. Breathing in and out, bend the knee, sweep all the way back, Virabhadrasana 2, push the palms down and soften the shoulders and push and soften. A nice flow going. That's it. Leave them up there. Press the palms together. Step gracefully to the front of the mat. And well done. So we're just going to come down here and hang out there a moment. Like that pendulum. You can sway. You can do ragdoll. Just feel the spines hanging from the pelvis, stress-free. You can rock from the ball to the back of the foot. You can lift the arches, keep the knees soft, the neck's long. Let it all go. Good. Have a little wiggle if you want. Relax. I'm going to come down slowly. I'm going to come onto my knees. See, this isn't Vajrasana, or this is different. I've got my knees stacked and my feet stacked for this, all right? So like that, just adjust so you're comfortable. Sometimes it can be a bit hard having the feet stacked, just so you're comfortable like that, all right? Good. And so fold your arms, hold the elbows, and it's like this. And do a little stretch over towards your feet. So you get this lovely stretch through the left side of the body. 5 deep breaths. Opening up through the left ribs, making space. Good. Couple more breaths. And one more, breathing in and up. Just take the right hand down and see if you can come a little bit deep. You can look up, you can look down. Quite like to have the palm up because I feel more space, but up to you. Keep the shoulders soft. See if you can open up a little bit more than you did at the beginning of the practice. Let's do 2 more breaths. Breathing in and out, and in and out. Reach up. You're going to come all the way around and you're going to curl in. So it's a little bit of a twist. Gazing at your toes. Your tummy, your ribs, your chest, all revolving to the right. 5 deep breaths and squeeze the belly in. Really good for your digestive system. And breathing in and out, come up. Right foot on the mat and take it over for our more classical twist, Ardha Matsyendrasana, half Lord of the Fishes twist. See, you either hug in, place the fingers behind you, or that, or whatever feels right for you. Nice deep breaths. And exhale a bit more. I find that one we just did just now so beneficial for my tummy. Really good for your digestive system. So some of you might just push the elbow against the knee. If you've got a stronger practice, you can work towards sliding your hands under the outer right foot like that. It's fairly strong, that is. So you can get your belly round a bit more. So it's not a very good idea to have your dinner before you do your practice, because I'm really compressing my abdomen here. I'm really compressing my lower abdomen here. Really good massage for the intestines. Good to tone the liver. So a couple more breaths. So you can come around a wee bit more. Don't lean on that hand. Maybe draw up Mula Bandha. Maybe draw the belly in as you come round. Have an extra squeeze. Well done, that's brilliant. Let's derotate. You're doing beautifully there. Just taking a peek at my notes. I've done different classes and sometimes I get them all muddled up together. Decide what I was going to do next. Good, that's lovely. Just going to straighten the legs out. There's a little roll here. Okay. Nice straight legs. Breathe in. And how far can you reach? Just like you did at the start of the practice in Janushanasana. Reach that object past your feet. Let's do 2 more. And then coming into Paschimottanasana, which could be like this. You could push the earth away. You might, have your strap by you if you need it. And don't pull onto the strap for dear life, because that's going to take all that tension up the shoulders. You breathe in. You breathe out, you lengthen. Our gaze is over our toes, the shoulders are soft. Some of you might be able to do a bind. Some of you might even be able to do a double bind. Keep the shoulders down the back there. I'm just working my ribs, my chest towards my thighs, my neck is long. Use the breath. When you breathe in, the spine lengthens, and when you breathe out, can you soften through the hips? Maybe feel the stretch of the back of the legs, the hamstrings. If they're tight, your lower back can suffer. 1 more breath, breathing in and out. Well done. Other side, take the right hand down, feet towards the left. So make sure you're comfortable. It can be a bit of a funny old one, this. Reach up, hold the elbows, and let's hang over there. Push down with your bum on the right side. Make space. And one more breath, breathing in and out. Take your hand down, take the left hand down, and we'll open up. You can look up or not. Make sure you've got space between the shoulder and the neck. You might need to bend the elbow a little bit more. And just hang there. And then gravity takes over, the breath helps you to go a bit deeper. And see if you've got more space than when you started the class. You can reach up here, stretch, going to come over, take your fingers down to find a space that's good. Maybe walk the fingers away. 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing in and out. Giving the digestive organs a good massage there. Twisting the other side. Sit nice and tall. Try not to sit on your feet. And sorry, I didn't say this last time, but you all know, you can always straighten out underneath the leg. Remember that. Sit lovely and tall. Give yourself a little hug or take the arm there. Some of you might be able to get the hands under the outer edge of that left foot and push yourself around a bit more. And think, where do you feel this? In the spine, but are you getting a nice stretch through your hips as well, maybe? Nice energetic breaths if you're starting to flag. This is the penultimate posture. 2 more breaths. Breathing in and out. And in and out. And one more. And exhale completely. Well done. Let's come the other way and just gently ease out. Stretch through the legs. Give me a little roll. Thank you, legs. Thank you, body, for working so hard. So where do you want your forward bend to be? You might come here, you might come there, you might just give yourself a nice hug around the back. We're starting to slow down the breath now. Slow down your thoughts. You're coming to a quieter place. Drawing your awareness more inwards now. Come up slowly, I've just got one more laying down on the mat to do. I'll call this Sicily twist after my lovely teacher, Sicily. So excuse me if my back's to you. I'm just trying to find a place where you can see me really. I'm going to come into what I call, might lay down this way, flapping fish. So you're going to lay down on your belly. I'm going to bend your left knee and relax like that. Come back a bit. That's it. And rest there a moment. Shut the eyes and rest. So you've got the left knee drawn up, the right leg straight. Well done. Relax. For a few breaths. Forehead soft. Sinking into the support of the mat with each breath. Letting go. So we're going to straighten that right arm. We're going to straighten the left leg. Good. Make sure I'm in the centre of my mat. And I can lift the left arm up. Come all the way over into your twist. That's it, lovely. So press your head into the mat, lift your shoulders and have a wiggle. You can have the elbows a bit bent, the arms out to the side. If this is too strong for you, you can always bend both knees and just do your simple twist. Or you can hold the foot. It's the same as we often do, but we're just entering it from a different way. I think you get a little bit more stretch this way. So relax. Relax with the breath. Soften the shoulders, soften your gaze. Make it as strong or as gentle as you like. I love this twist. Just letting go a bit further with each breath, allowing the mat to support you, to hold you. You worked so hard today. Good. So you can hold that for longer if you want to, otherwise I'm coming onto my back. I'm going to take a little shufty to one side of the mat, lift up the arm that's in the centre and roll over onto my tongue again. Good. There you go. So your right knee's coming up. Flopping fish. Rest a moment. This is such a beautiful, restful posture here. Just to stay here on its own is gorgeous. You could reach through the left arm and straighten out the right leg. So do this a bit slower if you want to. And you're going to take the right arm all the way over and abracadabra. There you are in your twist. Press the head into the mat, lift the chest up and spread the shoulders up, particularly that right shoulder. If you want to go a little bit more gently, bend both knees. Otherwise you might hook the foot. Whatever does it for you, that's the main thing. Or you can always just rest in flapping fish. It doesn't matter. And breathe. You might be getting a nice stretch through that outer right thigh, through that outer right glute there. Relax the shoulders. So a couple more breaths. Breathing in and out. And in and out. So you can either stay there or come onto your side a moment. And if you don't need to put anything on or do anything, you can just roll on your back into Shavasana, into your Shavasana, knees bent, legs out in front of you. You might need to just turn the video off where you get time to get ready, put it on pause, sorry. Make yourself comfortable. Take time. This is really the most important posture after all that hard work. You need to take time to absorb all the good work that you've done this afternoon. Just take a moment to be still. Feel your whole body breathing. We could do a few more of those breaths. We could breathe in through the nose. And you're going to hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it all go completely. And pause. Breathing in again. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. A nice long, complete out breath without effort. And one more. Breathing in right into the top of the lungs. Pause. 4, 3, 2, 1. And let it all go. Squeeze the belly, squeeze the breath. Return to your natural breath. Feel the whole body breathing, the whole body breathing. And then move your attention slowly through your body on your own, starting with your toes, and be with each part for a moment and let that part relax, let it go. And then become aware of your feelings. And just know how you feel now, it's just fine. Be with those feelings. Breathe in, breathe out, let everything go as you imagine a stream of pure cleansing water flowing through you and washing away any tension, any tiredness, any restlessness. It can be more peaceful. Let's take time to just be, Nothing to do now or think about. Resting in stillness. And then very gently, becoming aware of the support of the earth, your body resting. And gradually tuning into what you can hear, any sounds around you. Sounds from far away, a bit nearer, sounds from in the room. The sound of your own breath, your body breathing. As you breathe a little bit deeper now, breathe in energy. Spread that energy all the way through you. Imagine breathing right into fingers and toes and start to wiggle fingers and toes. Circle wrists and ankles. Maybe start to stretch through your legs and your arms. So a big yawn, a full body stretch. Very gently come and lay on your sides. Feel cozy. Gather in and feel cozy. And don't rush, but help yourself up to seated in your own time. When you're there, sitting nice and tall, and breathing in all that energy and hold it and draw it all down and keep it with you. Let's come again, 2 more. Filling up with energy, letting it wash all the way through you, gathering it in, and again. Washing the energy through you and taking it home. Take your hands to your hearts. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing the practice. If you like the videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and please put a positive comment or tick like. Thank you.